Sentry going up. Well, I guess that'll do.
Tango. We're back. It's time to do the defense portion of the TF2 classes. Demoman, Engineer, and Heavy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you must not have watched the first video. You can fix that mistake by going down to the description or clicking on the card that hopefully showed up around this time. If you watched it and you're ready to get started, let's get into the builds.
It's on! It's on like...
It seems as if the, power went out. Maybe I should go take a look. Well, fucking so much for getting anything done.
The way you do it?
Yeah, we're starting today's video off with a huge gimmick build. As anyone who has played TF2 knows, Demoman is about big explosions. Pretty much his entire stock kit is related to them. This one actually translated pretty well. The piglet and the grenade launcher have striking resemblance. And while explosives in Payday don't roll, well most of them don't, it's a fun launcher that only has a few issues. Now you might be thinking, Dexter, how would one even go about replicating the sticky launcher in Payday?
God damn it, not again!
Well, I'll tell you. Sticky grenade- I'm kidding. It's the Arbiter. Now, I could have technically chose any secondary launcher, but this one is funny. Specifically, I have the Arbiter with fire grenades. Fire grenades felt like the closest thing to setting a trap outside of using trip mines. The problem with putting trip mines on this build is this build desperately needs ammo bags. And of course, how could I forget everyone's favorite subclass? Honestly, I could probably make a build of its own for Demo Night, but I decided to just include it in the way of the melee and some skills to make it worthwhile. Now, of course, melee in Payday has always been a strange case. There's only like 5 good ones, blah blah blah, the weapon is fun, alright? Oh, and it's a stoic build. Because of drinking, that's kind of his thing. Alright, next.
Engineer going up! Hell breezy. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Hey, let's go! I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't and I won't ever stop, cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me, just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky, you ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it, then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a thing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again. And I'll be doing it to death and now I move a little foul, nigga better call a rap and everybody know my style. Niggas know that I'm the best when it comes to doing this and I'm thinking over this. How'd that plan turn out for you, dummy?
Everyone's favorite class to play, unless you're on my team. The Engineer is possibly the second biggest stretch we'll have in this series. Gee, I wonder what number 1 will be. But at least we have something to work with. Sentries in Payday have always been a strange. Sentries in Payday aren't very good. But for the sake of roleplay, we gotta do it. I've already gone over sentry guns and Payday with more detail in this video, so go give that a look if you'd like. Simply put, for this build, the idea is to put down the sentry temporarily, take the heat off, maybe interrupt a few cops, and then pick it up. You should not leave it on the ground for longer than a few seconds. It's not all bad though, as sentry guns do have synergy with our perk deck of choice, Biker. As a lot of you probably don't know, because who the fuck uses this deck, Biker's healing and armor regen abilities will proc from cop deaths of any kind. And I mean any kind. That one cop who despawned because of map progression? Yep, that counts. And of course, this all loops back to me telling you that sentries will give you Biker healing. Alright, that all was a mouthful. The guns are much more simple. It's a shotgun pistol combo. Sound familiar? Well, it should. Of course, I picked a more slow but powerful shotgun for the engineer compared to the scout. It makes sense. And the Mosconi Tactical, it doesn't disappoint. The pistol is a very familiar looking pistol. Yeah, I use the same one. They share the same pistol, you know. The attachments were changed slightly to fit the build. Same shit, different day. And hopefully not a day that's over a week away. This one is actually really damn fun. Of course, I've always been a huge, quite literally, how many times have I made that fucking joke on this channel? Fan of Armorer. If you looked up the definition of consistency, you'd find Armorer's name.
Don't go fact check that.
The minigun is quite a weird pick. Not one you see quite often, outside of Mr. Norm Hall playing on a game mode that practically plays itself.
Brother, this guy stinks!
But I'd be lying if I said this isn't a fun one to bring. It has a lot of ammo and pickup. It lays down great covering fire with decent damage. It good! Let me just break it to you. I can't equip a sandwich in Payday. I know, I'll give you a second to cry that one out. Okay? You done? Good. Shotgun. The GSPS, the same gun I used for Pyro, has the same core use for this build as well, and that's Overkill procs. Overkill and the minigun are a very scary combo, and it is super satisfying to use.
Crank that, soldier bitch.
If I were to recommend any build in this video, it would be this one. And that's it. Part 2, baby. This is kind of the first time I've done a proper series, eh? Maybe I should do more. We'll see. For now, we're coming towards the end. Let me tell ya, support is gonna be something. But until then, you should subscribe so you can hopefully be notified when I upload it. I'd like to give a quick thank you to my members. Sinful, Spammy Rammy, Umbras, Wolfie Boy, Clover, Merlin, Jaff, Placid Pringle, Termix, Doral, Stop Now, Spiked S4M, Doc Dingus MD, 90% Fox, and Eat My Birds. Thank you for the support. If you want to become a member, it's only $3 a month. And with all that being said, good night. I am so sorry you had to listen to that. It was very hard to record that. I was tabbed out reading a script while fucking holding my mic while standing up to get a good angle. It was It was bad. I'm figuring this VR thing out, guys. Trust me, I'm gonna perfect it. Anyways, good night for real.